Okay, I got out my battery tester that measures the internal resistance in ohms of batteries. And I had two run batteries yesterday that were in series for 24 volts, and the B battery, the one on the right here, has a very high internal resistance. So that battery is shot. Although the volts is okay at 12.03, the internal resistance is shot. So you really need one of these things to when you do battery testing. And I did the A battery here. The A battery was this one, 12.67 volts and 21.24 mega ohms resistance, milliohms, whatever it is, M ohms. Guess it's milliohms. And and I did it again, and it got 12.67, 20.84, so it's close. So, and here's the charge battery that we were charging, and it's at 12.56 volts, 19.25. I did it again a few minutes later, and it's 12.44, 19.22. So that's pretty close, but you see the internal resistance is about 20. And then I do the run battery, and it's run battery B that you hear it beeping right now. And it's this, I've done this 3 times, and it's always about 300 ohms resistance, so it's bad. And then I have a battery here that I put on a Rene charger overnight. If you know what those are, it's kind of like a Jewel Thief charger, a really good battery charger you make yourself. And this one reads 12.85 volts, 35 ohm resistance, internal resistance. And so I'd say this battery is internally not as good as these other two. But I actually overcharged it. I left it on overnight. I should have only done it like 4 hours or so. But anyways, so I've discovered that that one battery is not a good one. 1 minute. I'll do a known bad battery and see what it says. Wait just 1 minute. Okay, this is a really bad battery. I can't charge it. It just doesn't hold a charge. It's just crap. Put this piece of tape on it so I know which one it is. Look, it has 11.39 volts, so you can say, well, it's got something, but look at the internal resistance. Ridiculous, 7,966. So, and I wouldn't really know that unless I test it running stuff over some time, but here you know right away with one of these battery testers. This is the one I got. Syntec Digital Automotive Battery Tester. Resistance and overall battery capacitor. And that testing the resistance is what is really good about. Okay, I'm going to look at another battery under this that is a little bit better than this one, but it's no good. In fact, I'm just going to take these to a battery store and get a couple bucks for them. Okay, 1 second. Okay, here's another known crappy battery. And 9.33 volts, and look at its internal resistance, 2,286. So these are beyond hope, these two batteries. And the Run Battery B that has 319 mega ohms or milliohms, but has 12 volts. So you say, oh, it has 12 volts, but no. Let's see, this one was in an electric lawnmower, and the battery terminal was kind of broken off, so I soldered that on there, so it still kind of works. But that is why it's no good. I'll bet you. It's a shorted out plate or something, connection, or it doesn't have good conductivity. So I am going to put the one battery that I charged overnight with a Rene charger. I'm going to replace this Run battery here with that, so I can say I have 3 relatively good batteries next time I do these tests. Also, golf cart batteries, lead acid type, they're made to be fully charged, and then they drive them around all day, and then they charge them up overnight, and they're supposed to be able to do that every day for 5 years. So that's like, whatever that is, near 365 times 5, and they'll probably last a lot longer than that. But these type of batteries that everybody likes to use because they're convenient, 7 amp hour I think they are, sealed lead acids, they're made to sit on a shelf for years maybe and just be called into the system, called into play, like if there's a power outage on the grid. And so these are emergency batteries, and they'll run the servers or whatever it is that needs to be powered. And if they are used, then they're taken to salvage afterwards. So you can get these really cheap, like in electronic surplus stores. Or if they aren't used for a period of time, like 3 years, then you take them to salvage stores. But they aren't batteries that are made to be charged and recharged and charged and recharged. Go through a lot of cycles. They aren't that. And car batteries and boat batteries that start your boat motor with a starter motor, they're made to be constantly charged through your alternator while you drive around. And then they're just called into play when you start your car in the morning, like 90 amps really for a few seconds. And those are not made to be charged and discharged every day for years either. If you ever leave your lights on your car on and your battery's flat in the morning and then you recharge it, and you do this about 5-6 times, you got a dead battery like these that just won't take a charge anymore. So, moral of the story, if you're going to be doing battery systems, you need something like golf cart batteries or special batteries that are made to be charged and discharged in many cycles. Or you might have really good battery tests, and then a month later or something, everything just goes to heck, and you wonder why. Well, it's the batteries are not made for it. So, meanwhile, I'm going to use these batteries. At least I have a battery tester, so I know if the batteries are bad or not fully charged. So there's that, and I will do another one of these split the positive tests with the 3 batteries I know are good, and I'm going to keep track of the internal resistance before and the internal resistance after. And maybe I can compare to just 2 batteries in parallel running my motor, seeing how long it takes to discharge, or just run it for an hour, see what it discharges down to, the 2 batteries in parallel for 12 volts, and then do the split to positive and see how many watt hours or whatever I used up doing it that way. See if there really is anything here in the split the positive thing in comparison. The way I look at it actually is, why not run the motor on 24 volts? It's much more powerful. You get more back EMF recoil out of it, and back EMF flyback, and so run it on 24 instead of running it on 24 with a battery in series, to cut it down to only running it on 12. And maybe something's there. I don't know. So I'm testing it out. So, okay, thanks for watching another boring video. Thanks for watching.